The beasts had just humiliated the girl, and the next moment, they were preparing to kill her to silence her. The girl, with a face full of despair, stretched out her arms and threw herself into the river, as if life had lost all meaning. The beasts were stunned, not expecting her to be so resolute. With no choice, they could only wait for her to surface and take a breath. However, hours passed and she still hadn't appeared. The beasts began to panic, so they went to the end of the river and searched meticulously, but they found nothing. The sheriff's anger flared up. If they couldn't find the girl, none of them would escape punishment. He snatched the videotape from the fat man's hand and stomped it into pieces. Then, he ordered the beast to continue searching for the girl and wipe out all traces of her. First, they went to the girl's cabin and burned all her clothes and belongings. Then, they dismantled the car into pieces. After half a month with no progress, they concluded that the girl must have drowned in the river. The beasts began to relax their guard, happily gathered together, drank beer, and bragged. However, the fat man suddenly rushed over and told them that the videotape had been stolen. The one the sheriff had stomped on was fake, and the real tape had been swapped out long ago. The man with the short hair couldn't contain his fury and gave the fat man a beating. If not for his companions holding him back, he might have killed him. That night, the short-haired man encountered something strange. Strange noises outside caught his attention. When he went out to check, he discovered a sparrow's corpse. Thinking it was a prank from his companions, he shrugged it off and went back inside. But just as he sat down, the noises came again. Furious, he stormed outside only to find the girl's slippers at the door. He froze in terror and searched the area but found nothing. Meanwhile, the sheriff had just returned home and his wife told him that someone had sent a videotape. He looked at it closely and felt his head buzzing. Fortunately, his wife hadn't had a chance to watch it yet, so he hurriedly left.
What? I didn't do anything, Sheriff.
You want to tell me why this was dropped off to my house? To my what?
Thinking he was behind it all and shoved the tape into his mouth, the short-haired man quickly stated that he'd experienced strange occurrences too, and it was only then that everyone realized the girl might still be alive. The sheriff immediately ordered that the girl must be found tonight, or else everyone would die. The beast had no choice but to go out again to search for her. On the other side, the fool was still waiting by the river when suddenly he heard the girl's voice from behind. He rushed to his room to investigate, but in his panic, he fell down the stairs and knocked himself out. When he woke up, he was terrified to find the girl right in front of him, still unchanged. He tried to move toward her, but suddenly,
I'm sorry.
the fat man and the long-haired man were still searching the forest. They found a dilapidated cabin and decided to split up. The long-haired man went inside to check, but found it empty. Outside, the fat man continued on and unexpectedly ran into the girl. He started cursing and moved to grab her, but then stepped on a rat's nest. The agonizing screams immediately echoed through the forest. The long-haired man heard the screams and rushed out, only to find the girl standing right behind him.